Now let us study TSL inverter. TSL means tri-state logic. So this figure shows a tri-state TSL inverter circuit. Uh, See here, when enable input is low, that is when enable is equal to 0 or control is equal to 0, then the output state of TSL inverter is high impedance. Uh, Even the data input is either high or low, either data input is either high or low, the output of TSL inverter goes in high impedance state or tri-stated or floating state. Okay. Uh, Therefore, this TSL inverter remains inactive when enable is low. That is, data input is accepted by this TSL inverter only when the enable input goes high. The data input is accepted by this TSL gate only when enable input is high. Otherwise, the TSL inverter remains off or inactive, and the output of TSL inverter is high impedance state or floating state. Okay. Now see the circuit operation here. When enable is equal to 0 and when data input is 0. When enable input is 0 and when enable input is 0 and data input is 0, then diode D becomes forward bias because its cathode is connected to enable terminal and enable is low, therefore diode D becomes forward bias. And also the transistor T1 is turned on because its emitter is connected to terminal A, and therefore the transistor is turned on and its collector goes low. The transistor T1 is turned on, therefore its collector goes low. That is, the base of transistor T2 goes low. Okay, and therefore transistor T2 is cut off, and also this enable low is connected to base of transistor T5. It is also NPN transistor, so transistor T5 is also in cutoff. So transistor T2 is cut off, transistor T5 is cut off, and since T5 drives transistor T3, therefore T3 is also cut off. So all these three transistors are in cutoff state. Therefore, the output is neither at plus VCC nor 0, and therefore the output is in high impedance state. The output is high impedance state or floated state. Okay, when enable is equal to 0 and data input is 0, then output is in high impedance state. Okay, now see here, when data input is high, if data input is high and when enable is low, then transistor T1 is cut off. Transistor T1 is cut off, and diode D is forward bias. D is forward bias. Therefore, transistor T5 is cut off. Transistor T5 is cut off, and since transistor T1 is cut off, therefore transistor T2 is turned on. Transistor T2 is turned on and its collector potential goes low. Transistor T5 is cut off, and since transistor T2 uh, is cut off, therefore transistor T4 is also cut off. So all these transistors are in cutoff states. Therefore, the output Y goes to high impedance. Now, if input is 0, when data input is 0, and when enable is 1, when data input is 0, if input is 0 and enable is 1, then diode D is a reverse bias because its cathode is connected to enable, and if enable is 1, diode D becomes reverse bias. Therefore, diode D becomes reverse bias, and since data input is 0, transistor T1 is turned on. Transistor T1 is turned on, its collector goes low, therefore transistor T2 is cut off. Since T2 is cut off, then transistor T5 is turned on. Transistor T5 is turned on, and since transistor T5 is turned on, therefore transistor T3 is also turned on. Okay, since transistor T3 is turned on, therefore transistor T3 is turned on, and therefore the output transistor T4 is also transistor T4 goes cut off. Transistor T4 goes cut off because transistor T3 is turned on, then transistor T4 is turned on, transistor T4 is cut off, therefore y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1. Now see here, if input is 1, data input is 1, and if enable is 1, then transistor T1 is cut off. Transistor T1 is cut off, and since enable is 1, diode D becomes reverse bias. Diode D becomes reverse bias. Transistor T1 is cut off, therefore transistor T2 is turned on, and its collector goes low. Collector goes low, therefore transistor T5 is cut off. Since T5 is cut off, therefore, and transistor T1 is cut off, therefore transistor T2 is turned on. Since transistor T2 is turned on, therefore voltage across RE, it develops voltage across RE, and therefore transistor T4 is turned on. Since transistor T4 is turned on, therefore its collector goes low, and therefore y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0, and transistor T3 is cut off. Transistor T3 is cut off because transistor T5 is cut off. Transistor T5 is cut off, therefore transistor T3 is since transistor T5 is cut off, because its transistor T2 collector of transistor T2 goes low. Okay, since transistor T2 collector of transistor T2 goes low, therefore its collector potential is 0, and therefore the transistor T2 is turned on. Okay, because why transistor T2 is turned on? Because transistor T1 is cut off. Because the input is 1, since input is 1, transistor T1 is cut off, its collector goes high, therefore transistor T2 is turned on, because its base goes high, transistor T2 is turned on, its collector potential goes 0, and therefore since transistor T2 is turned on, then voltage develops across RE, and this transistor T2 drives transistor T4. Therefore T4 is turned on, and y is equal to, since transistor T4 is turned on, its collector goes low, therefore y is equal to 0. Okay, so we will stop here.